Hello, welcome to the radio studio. This is the digital desk. This is where the producer or presenter sits and controls everything. Our guests sit opposite over there. We've also got room for a music stage as well. So let's see what we can do on the desk. So this is the desk. We've got faders here. On this current setup, we've got a presenter mic, our phone line mic, and two guest mics, which are set opposite. To simply bring in a mic, just slide the fader up, and the thing will turn green. As soon as you slide up the mic, the on-air light comes on, and the green light in here comes on, so you know you're recording. The good thing about this desk is that rather than just having four sliders, if you press this little button down here, record mode, it opens up another desk. So now we have music on this fader, producer and presenter are now here. So we can now bring up the producer and presenter on this desk and switch back to the first one, and the faders still stay up. So if you ever find yourself getting lost or you've got a mic on somewhere that you don't know where, just remember to check both desks and bring the faders down. Okay, so as I mentioned before, we've got our mic inputs here. Now let's say our presenter is a bit loud. If we press it, it brings up several options here. It also turns the light red, so you know you're in the menu. So we've got things like equalizer and the gain, which you can adjust in here. Press it again to exit that menu and you're back to normal. Now we've got guest 1 and guest 2 here, but let's say guest 1 doesn't exist and we've got someone sat on guest 3. So we need to change guest 1 to guest 3. Press and hold the button. Now this is important to keep it pressed down, and several options appear here. Simply select guest 3, and then guest 3 appears, and then you can exit the menu by pressing it again, and then you've got guest 3 instead of guest 1. It's as easy as that, really. Simple. Okay, so a lot of the desk control are on the computer screen here. Now, if we select the top menu here, which says Profile, this brings up several loads. What the loads basically are your layout for those input mics. So if you select Load 1, on the desk, this brings up our presenter, guest 3, guest 2 and guest 1. Load 3, which is the most commonly used one, brings up presenter, phone 1, guest 2 and guest 1. So that varies it a little bit. Next down from Profile is Channel Control. This is basically your mic and gain input. And if we select each mic on the desk by pressing it, you can see the information given on the screen for each individual person. Okay, and probably the most important thing on this is meters. The meters will give you an example with the visual sound levels coming in from the mic. So if you can see presenter here, this is the mic next to me. So if I start talking really loudly, we can see it peaking very close to the red. However, the good thing about this desk is because it's digital, you can set it so that it automatically rolls off any peak, and so it cuts it out at a certain level. So it's quite handy if you're dealing with sudden laughter or people that start quiet and go into really, really loud talk. So yeah, as you can see, the level is hitting the red there. So if you just bring it back, you want it to hit around the 5 mark. So anywhere between 5 and 6 is a good level. What you don't want is it to peak into the red, so where it hits over 6, because then when it comes to edit, it'll be quite difficult to take down an audition. Okay, so now we can see the presenter mic quite clearly. You want it to hit around between the 5 and 6 mark, which is where roughly I am now. It is peaking a little bit, so when it gets above 6 into the 7, you can see it's in the red mark. You want to try and avoid that because it makes editing a bit harder when it comes to editing it in Adobe Audition.